Well done, congratulations.
Thank you.
I think it was a great match. I don't know what is your opinion. The quality.
I have same feeling.
Okay, good. The quality was good, and I wanted to know from you if you thought that she played also very well. I mean, and if it was decisive, probably the fourth game of the third set when he went up 3-1 after 14 or 16 points.
I think, yeah, I had the same feeling that it was a good match from both of us. Obviously, there was a couple of mistakes which I would love to change, but on the other hand, she's putting a lot of pressure, so it's not easy to play against a player like this because she has so much power in her game. So it was not easy always, and not always I was able to do something with her shots because she can hit pretty big, obviously, and I think I played some good points. She played amazing points too. There were a couple of good rallies, but I had chances, a lot of chances in the second set, so I think I could definitely do better there. Maybe I didn't have to play the third set, but you know, maybe I could lose the first set as well. So I'm just happy that I made it even in the third one. I picked up my game a little bit. The level, I got better in the third one. I just stepped a little bit closer to the baseline. I think I was very far the second set. But anyway, so many chances, I think, on both sides. I was feeling I'm always close on her serve. Even my serve, I was the first couple of points in the game I always won, but somehow I was not able to win those games, even the second set. And then I had some break points in the third set. I think this game was huge to go the break up. It gave me like confidence, and I was feeling better. And I believed I'm not gonna lose my serve anymore. We got new balls, which helped me for my serve. And yeah, in the end, I broke twice.
Karolina, how hard was it to keep your head and keep your cool when you're playing her and she's playing that well, and sometimes it's not in your hands?
Well, there are players like this, so it's not always about me. So she's one of them. There is not many, I think, playing that fast as she is. But, you know, I believe that there are going to be parts where I knew it's going to be about parts where she's playing amazing, and then parts where she can miss pretty much everything too. She didn't give me much today, I think. She gave a few points, but here and there, not very important points. I think I had the feeling I had to work for it a lot today. So pretty positive about my attitude today, about the way I fight, even though I was sometimes getting frustrated in between the points. But I didn't, you know, gave her that many points in a row, so I always was ready. I was fighting for some games. The games were pretty long sometimes. But yeah, it's not easy because sometimes you feel like I felt like I played good shots, but she can still play better. So, and the match point was a great example how sometimes things can go with her. You feel like you played an unbelievable shot or deep or fast, everything, but she just can get there. She can play quickly back, and there is not much what you can do. But I had to be patient to wait for her mistakes.
At Wimbledon, you were the only one of the top 8 who made it to the second week. At the U.S. Open, you were one of 3 who made it second week. Here, 7 of you guys have done it. So I don't know if anything is ever considered normal in WTA results anymore, but does it feel like things are coming together and it's sort of a more expected tournament when you look around the locker room and see who's still here?
I mean, everybody's still talking about the seeded players, if they're in the draw or not, but I think it's not only about the seeded players. There is still 100 different players, and you still have to fight for every round. So I don't see any reason why there should be always seeded players, or it's not always about this. Look at this match, or look at I don't know, Halep, Williams. There was so many third rounds which were incredibly tough. So I don't see any reason that the seeded, they cannot always win. So sometimes it goes more for the outsiders. Sometimes, you know, the seeded are doing better, but it's a lot of us there, so it's getting tough. Obviously, if you get seeded player in the third, fourth round, it's always a little bit more difficult because the match is getting tight, and they are more experienced. They are maybe a little bit better than the outsiders. They get nervous more, but you know, I take it as a match by match. There is no, for me, I don't feel any difference by playing not seeded and seeded, because obviously, if you're not playing Serena or somebody like this, which is completely different level, but you still have to work for it. There's not going to be anything for free, not even from the unseeded players. So, but this tournament, I think the seeded are doing pretty well.
How do you feel making it to all 3 of the last second weeks in a row, being the only one of the top players who's been able to do that?
Yeah, pretty confident, obviously, by not losing this year yet. And I think I played some good matches, obviously, last few weeks. Good tennis, good practices in between those days too, so which is important. I'm feeling great. And I love Australia, as I said before, so I always feel good energy here. And I try to do my best. I feel like these conditions can be good for me. So I played good the last 2 years here. I lost tough matches in the quarterfinals, so I'm just happy that I'm back in the fourth round. The second week, it's always my goal in the beginning of the Grand Slam. So yeah, I made it, and now we have the next steps.
Karolina, you mentioned you haven't lost yet this year. Does it feel that you're on this streak? Do you feel it in terms of confidence and everything like that? That's one question. And the second question is about Garbini, if you can just look ahead to...
I think if you're winning matches, doesn't matter how you win or how you play, but just the thing that you are winning those matches, close matches, T-setters, it's not always going to be like 6-1, 6-2. There's some players are difficult for me. Sometimes I just have some ups and downs, but the matter that I'm winning all those matches, it's very important. It's giving me special confidence, especially after winning Brisbane and now coming to the second week. So I feel like, I just always want to give myself a chance to play the top players, which I did right now. I'm going to play Garbini in the fourth round. So, yeah, and overall I think about her, I saw she was playing quite well this week too, and she's a good player. She has played big matches too. She likes the stage, so for sure it's going to be tough. I have good people around me, let's say this way, and I know how to beat her, so...
Going to ask you, having Conchi in your corner, do you think will give you a bit of an advantage since she helped
for
her
sure,
with
but
Islam?
I beat her already without Conchi too, so I know what to do. That doesn't mean that I'm going to win, but I do my best.
You're talking always so fast now that I'm thinking you're still playing and you're full of adrenaline. I mean, is it always like that?
No, I'm always talking so fast.
Okay, good. Now, the question was, anyway, aren't you surprised that Camila, who is playing like that, has never been more up than her best ranking is 27? I mean, that means that she's not always playing the same, or I mean, what explanation do you give? 27 is pretty low for the quality of her game.
Well,
I think
today, or probably this week, she won pretty easy her first two matches, so for sure she was feeling well. But I'm a good player too, so there is no guarantee that she's going to win these matches because. I think she has a good chance, but you have to be more consistent. I think she got better in last maybe 2-3 years because I played her before and she was very up and down, and she could miss so many things, and she could double fault 20 times in a match. So I think she's doing better now. That's why she's seeded. She was, I think, never seeded before. She's still dangerous for a lot of players, but I think she has to be more consistent.
What I meant is that she beat nine top 10 players in her career, but apparently not constantly enough.
I don't know. I'm not following her career so far, but like I said, I think she can be dangerous for a lot of players, especially at the top, because she's playing without fear. And if there is somebody who is a little bit tight or a little bit nervous or whatever, she can be dangerous. Like today, she was dangerous. So I think if I'm not feeling the best, she can beat me today. But probably she's losing the different matches than against the top players. So maybe first, second rounds, I think. But she's still 27. It's not bad.
Thanks a lot.
There's another lot of all the loaded names means there's a lot of big matches, like you said before. I'm especially curious about Halep versus Serena. What you make of that? Because Serena's obviously been talked about as the player to beat in the women's game for a long time, and Halep's #1. And just what do you sort of look for in that matchup particularly?
Yeah, for sure the best match now in the draw in the tournament. I think it's going to be a challenge for everybody because for both of them, of course, because they didn't play. I don't know when was the last time when they played, and what I saw a little bit here and there, I saw Serena was playing quite good this week. She didn't have any very top players, but she was playing good. She was feeling, I felt she's confident pretty much. So she's going to put a lot of pressure on Simona for sure. But look, Simona came back, I don't know, the second round or where was it she was losing. So it's good to have matches like this too in the tournament. You have to sometimes go through these matches. I think nobody can really win a Grand Slam without losing a set or, you know, fighting back from some tough moments. So I think Simona can be dangerous for sure. She's not going to give up. She beat Venus today, so that's probably going to give her some confidence too. So I think it's open. Of course, Serena is dangerous. If she's playing well, there's sometimes you cannot do much. Yeah, it's going to be open, but for sure good match.